Let's not sit down. God, I've been sitting down all day. My ass is getting wide. Let's stand and deliver.
You stand, I'll sit.
All right. Let's see.
He's younger.
I'm younger. No, I don't think so. I think I'm older than you. Yeah. So, hello.
Hi.
That sucked. Hello.
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 Yes. Okay. Well, let's not. You know, it's hard enough after last night. I'm sure we're all hungover and wondering about our careers, and probably trying to recover. Maybe a little Bloody Mary, a little tomato juice with vodka, or some vitamin C.
I drank the beer, and your beer I never get hungover on. Awesome beer.
Yeah.
Awesome. I won't even drink our shit anymore.
Yeah. And my favorite beer is Spot and Dark Oktoberfest, but it's probably something you've never heard of. Yes, do you have questions? I'm Bill Moseley. This is Diamond Dallas Page. One of us is the three-time former world champion, the World Professional Wrestling. It's not me. You know, I wrestled actually. I don't know if I told you this, but I wrestled in 7th grade. And,
7th grade, huh?
Yeah.
What weight class?
I don't know, like 85 pounds or something. And it was funny because I didn't have a jockstrap. I wore underpants because I was too embarrassed to ask my mother to go to the sporting goods store and buy me a jockstrap. So that was embarrassing, you know, and I got pinned and he pulled my pants up and I never wrestled again.
Brutal.
Yeah, it was horrible. It made me the angry, crazy actor that I am today.
Well, you got to use that really well.
Yeah, I do. I go right there, man, right to the underpants and the wrestling.
Especially when it comes to Devil's Rejects.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, who's got a question?
Yeah.
Hi, I have a question for Dallas.
Yes.
There's the show Hogan Knows Best, of course. And another one that I'm curious about, because yesterday you said you're from the Jersey Shore. Of course, there's a show called Jersey Shore. I don't know if you have watched it.
To be perfectly honest, I've never watched it. I think it's brutal. I mean, I've seen pieces. How they did that marketing in that show is amazing. I don't know if we ever talked about this, but where Snooki got punched in the face, they showed that on every single show from ET to, TMZ. They showed it everywhere. They never actually showed it in the show. So that's what gave it this monster hype. And where I come from on the shore, during the summer, it's just full out crazy. September 1st, like the whole area shuts down and becomes normal. Sure, it's sort of like Oktoberfest here.
Spot and Dark.
So I don't want to watch the show, but I don't understand how it could be over. I actually like acting, like real acting. Even though there are some good reality shows out there. You know, I personally like Celebrity Apprentice. I want to be on that show.
Yeah.
First thing Rob Zombie said to me was, "You need to be on Celebrity Apprentice." Like, you're right. Can you get me on? Next question. Come on, don't be shy. We should get
Ice Road Truckers and Most Dangerous Catch. I like to see men with crabs. And the Ice Road Trucker, of course, is very gritty. It's, reminds me of the pioneer spirit of those crazy Americans.
Come on, someone you in the back must have a question. Somebody.
Here's one over
Okay,
here. Yes.
there you go.
Hi there, I have a question for Mr. Moseley.
Yes?
Initially in Halloween 2, you were going to play a part of Pumpkin Coffins. And
Yes.
Initially you shot some footage of that.
Yes.
What was the reason that didn't go through? Or what was happening?
Actually, I had a scheduling conflict. That's the official version. And I was actually, the schedule changed. I shot the first day of Seymour Coffins, and it was a lot of fun. I just saw there's pictures on the internet of me with that makeup, and then I went off. I had about a 2-week break, and during that time I was up shooting a movie in Vancouver called The Tortured. I don't know if anyone has seen that. Anyway, it's I play a child molester or a killer. I molest them and then kill them. just to get their order right. And I don't kill them and then molest them. I mean, what kind of guy do you think I am?
That kind.
Exactly. But anyway, so I was in Vancouver shooting that movie, some extra days on it, and the Weinstein Company that produced Halloween 2 changed the schedule, and so there was a conflict. So Rob ended up hiring another guy to do it, that's the way it goes, man. That's showbiz. Yeah.
But thanks for bringing up a painful memory.
A question for Bill. Is it true that Sybil Denning taught you the German accent for your Werewolf Women of the SS fake trailer?
No, it is not. But I love Sybil. Sybil was really getting into the part, though, that Werewolf Women of the SS. She was a mean Nazi woman. And, there was a funny day where I was playing Dr. von Strasse, and I kind of made that accent up. I based that character on a character. There's an old, like a 60s American black and white movie called The Brain That Wouldn't Die. It's a woman whose head is in a tray and she's got like a bathing cap on, and she argues with her scientist fiance, and it's a crazy movie. But anyway, he has a lab assistant called Kurt, and Kurt ends up. He's kind of like the Igor character in the movie. And he has had some unsuccessful arm transplants, so his arm is all like shriveled up. But usually when you see a shriveled arm in the movies, it's kind of like, it's more like with your palm up. But Kurt played it, he just kind of did this, and it just looked fucked up. So when it came time to play Dr. Strasser, von Strasser, excuse me, I really didn't have the character, and Rob brought me in to get some wardrobe. So I came in, and I kind of had the idea of Kurt from, like an homage to Brain That Wouldn't Die. So I kind of had this idea, and then they, we sat around and just added, they said, what do you think he would wear? I said, well, let's start with a white lab coat, and then I want black rubber gloves. And then I went kind of one of those old, like the dentist used to wear, it was a headband with a big mirror on it. So we kind of got that. The more that happened, I started to get into the accent. And of course you guys know that's a horrible accent. In fact, it was funny when Rob offered me the part, he said, can you do a German accent? I said, well, and he said, can you do a bad German accent? And I said, yeah! So anyway, that's how I got the part. With a great, by the way, a great countryman, one of my favorite actors, a really funny guy, Udo Kier. Oh my God.
Mark Holloway, and I would like to know how was it like to work with him, and was it a wish to work with him?
No.
Next question.
Actually, that is the one thing I wish I never did, but it did. So I live with that, because in wrestling, I don't want to ruin anybody's Christmas, but it's sort of set up.
What?
I know, but as you can see, I sold like a son of a bitch. I hit him with my best punches. He shook them off, grabbed me, threw me in the corner, and I sold again. But it was the Taker name, and I do really like Mark a lot. And since then, everything would have been better knowing each other the way we do now. But it was WCW coming in to the WWF after they just got bought. So it was like, who's the biggest dog in the house? So they were going to show WWF's here, WCW's still down here. Hey, motherfucker, we kicked your ass for 89 weeks. So in the big picture, the best thing that came out of all of it is now I'm back in the WWE as far as talking to me about a Legends deal, which is really cool. And I just hosted the very best of Nitro, and it was their second best selling DVD in the last 2.5 years, and that beat out the best of Raw 1 and 2. So that's positive. That's a good thing, though. The only reason I'm a guy who wouldn't be
Okay, no
called
more
dead doing
questions here.
yoga.
Bring up old.
All right, the first 42 years of my life, I ruptured my L4 and L5, all right? That's the center of the universe right here. I just started wrestling when I was 35. My career takes off at 40. At 42, I'm crippled. This is as far down as I can bend and push myself back up again. So I got 3 doctors telling me my career's over. So I'm doing rehab. My wife talks me into doing yoga. I realized, man, there's some good stuff here. So I took some of that, some of the rehab, some of the old school calisthenics, and before you know it, my body's getting more limber, more limber, more limber. Being limber is one thing, right? Flexibility is youth. But to be able to stand here and have a conversation with you and pick your foot over your head and have a conversation, this is like real core strength. And I'm gonna take it to the next level. I haven't done this yet today. And it's really slippery here. I don't want to knock Bill over. No microphone. If I fall, break my ass.
Well, there's a stick here. So
This is a different level of core strength, and I'm going to see if I can kick it back, not hit that thing, and then jump. They call this MSM. The tapes, no one ever knows what it means. It's just so much. And I'm pushing the down dog, and I'm going to try with all this shit here, and jump, and land, and push up.
yeah.
Woo!
Drop something.
55 years young. Okay? The fountain of youth. DiamondDallasPage.com. Easy to remember. Name.com. Plug. DDP Yoga goes on sale for the first time ever worldwide November 23rd. So there's no reason why I was so excited to come here, because anywhere I can pimp my shit, I'm gonna.
Do you have any final comments, anything you want to share with the audience, with the German fans?
Dankeschön. It's nice to be back, and I love it here. Love you guys. It's great. German fans are awesome. Horror fans are awesome, and I hope to be back soon. So thank you very much.
All right, we're doing something. Thank you all for coming and hearing our stories and hanging at us. And if you missed the party last night, you fucked up. We had such a great time. But if you were there, I'm glad you were there. But again, thanks for coming. See you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Moseley and Mr. Diamond Dallas Page. Thank you very much.